DeClutter Coach, my team and I help families and businesses cut the clutter, get organized, and lead a more productive and stress-free life. Come along on our journey as we help our clients and find the motivation you need to make positive changes in your life. This is Organization Motivation. Organization Motivation brought to you by JK Lumber. Closed captioning provided by Forever, the world's first permanent online photo storage and sharing service. Hi, I'm Deb Cabral, the DeClutter Coach. Welcome to this episode of Organization Motivation. Today we are in historic Clinton, New York at the Kirkland Town Library. And you know, when you think of libraries, you think of beautifully organized bookshelves, which they definitely have here. But probably like most libraries around the country, there are some spots that need a little help from the DeClutter team. Let's go on in and meet Ann, the Executive Director of the library. Well, I am here with Ann DiBraggio, who is the Executive Director at the Kirkland Town Library. Ann, welcome to the show.
I'm so glad that you're here. We're looking forward to this.
I'm so excited. Well, typically you have to be quiet in a library, but Ann gave us permission to be a little crazy today.
That's right.
So let's talk about the room we're going to do for you today.
Terrific. Okay. So we're looking at, I actually think it's pretty funny that you're organizing a library, because libraries are typically pretty organized spaces. But this is our staff's storage area. So it's used by all the members of the staff and our volunteers, myself. It's the place where everything kind of ends up because we don't know where else to go with it. But they're essential supplies, and it would be great to be able to find them quickly when we're in there.
Right, good, because that's our goal is to try to get you a little bit more organized and be able to, you know, not have to waste time when you're like, where's this, where's that, and get everything neatly labeled. So we're really excited because our friends at the Container Store donated all the products that we're going to be using today.
So wonderful of them. Thank you. And we appreciate their support of libraries.
Yes, they're wonderful to work with. Now, I also want to talk about this historic building. Can you give us a little bit of the history?
Sure. This building actually was built at the turn of the century, late 1800s, and was actually a Sigma Phi, one of the societies up at Hamilton College, their meeting house. So the old brick portion
lots of fun went on here.
That's right. Some fireplaces that we don't use anymore. And then this addition was added on in the early mid to 1980s. I'll have to check on that date.
Okay.
But giving us a lot more space. So the
and how long has it been the library?
Since 1901. So we've been here.
Wow.
Yeah. So
over 115 years.
That's right. Yep. Serving that community, and we actually just did some reorganizing of some space out in our main room to make it work better for our patrons. So now I'm going to do something to make it work better for my staff.
Oh, that's
really
great.
Excited about that.
The library, you guys have been wonderful to me. I've done several speaking engagements here. I had a few book signings when my book first came out, so we're so happy to give back.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Good, let's get started.
Okay, terrific.
Well, I'm here with the DeClutter team. Betsy and Sue are here with me today, and this is our plan for this small little space at the Kirkland Town Library. We're going to clear off all of the shelves, decide what needs to stay and what needs to go. Things that are going to stay are going to be neatly organized and labeled in clear bins, compliment of our good friends at the Container Store.
So I just got my first look at the storage room at the Kirkland Library, where you could tell that they tried to organize, so it's kind of disorganized organization, because a lot of stuff mixed together, a lot of things labeled incorrectly, and a lot of excess things that needed to be stored somewhere else. So I just taking a look, it's probably not going to take that long.
Yeah, first going into that tiny little supply room, a lot of shelves, their big table with the computer. I think they're using it, but it's not organized. It wasn't, everything has to have a spot. Everything has to be grouped together.
Watch as we get started on this really fun project. Okay, you know how the DeClutter Coach team works. We like to work left to right, so we're going to start right here. Now, they've got a little refrigerator which the staff uses to bring in their lunch and so forth. We're not going to touch that. They've got that going. They've got a small cabinet right below it. The first cabinet, they keep their personal items, and below it, wait till you see this. It is just wire heaven. So we're going to work with Gail, who's one of the staff here, and we're going to figure out what all these wires are, and do they really need them? All right, we're bringing all this fun stuff out to Gail. Hopefully she knows what all this stuff is. Okay, so Gail, we got a lot to do here. Don't go away, we'll be right back. Follow us on Instagram at The DeClutter Coach.